What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Get Free with Annie. That's me. I'm Annie, and my channel is all about finding you ways to get free through passive income rather than working 40 hours a week for somebody else that you don't really like. And that's what my channel is about, finding you ways to make that happen so that you can get free and live the life that you want to live. If that sounds good to you, then click subscribe and follow my channel for more ways to do that. Let's get right into this one today. So what are we talking about today? Recovery profits system. It's the most simple way to make passive income I have ever encountered. It's so simple, in fact, that normally when I recommend training programs, I recommend that you watch their webinars that they have first, giving you all of the information about how the system works, the software you're going to need. And those webinars do have a purpose. They're so you can have all the information about the program, especially if it's a high quality, in-depth program that's around $1,000. You're not going to want to spend that much money on something unless you've seen a good webinar telling you about everything that you're going to get and what it's going to be like. I myself have spent $1,000 on several different training programs, and I always watch the webinar all the way through first to see if it's something that I want to spend that money on. Until now, because this is literally so simple, there's not really any point in even watching a webinar. So if you've been searching for a very simple way to make money online for a while now, it's likely that you have seen at least one webinar. And you may be a little tired of watching webinars. I've watched hundreds of them, and I know I almost never watch an entire webinar all the way through anymore, because there's just not a lot once you've been doing this a while that feels new anymore. So usually you get 10 minutes into the webinar and you're like, yeah, I've seen this before. Again, not the case this time. This is literally something I have never seen. And I know that that is something that a whole bunch of people say as a marketing tactic or to get you to click on something as clickbait. I have literally never seen this business before. And it's largely in part because we've never had a global pandemic that caused businesses to shut down before. Okay, so enough hype. What is it? You are simply the middleman bringing business owners who were affected by COVID together with a tax company that specializes in getting business owners a tax credit in the form of cash, large amounts of cash that they do not have to pay back ever. So when you bring these business owners to this tax company and they get a large sum of money, you get a percentage of it for bringing them together. And I'll go into it in a little bit more detail, but that's literally basically it. Okay, so who was this program created by, and can you trust them? It was created by a very, very well-known online marketer, Brian Anderson, who has been around a long time and created several courses. So he's legit. He's put out a whole bunch of different products, training programs, marketing businesses. Some of them not as good as others, but he's been around a long time and put out a lot of stuff, so he is legit. So what's different about it from every other online passive income business that you get advertisements for? Number one, you don't have to have anything except an email address. The other thing that's different about it, just about everything is done for you. It's literally the easiest business model I have ever come across. And most training programs where everything is done for you are like $10,000 or more. And the number one biggest difference about this system is that you are not selling anything. Let me repeat that. You are not selling anything. Rather, you are giving free money to business owners that need it. You are helping business owners receive money that is already owed to them from the IRS because of something called the CARES Act, the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, Economic Security Act. So because of the CARES Act, these business owners are owed a tax credit called the ERTC, Employee Retention Tax Credit, because they were affected by the pandemic shutdown. So it's actually something that you can feel really good about doing. When you get that huge chunk of money to a business owner that's been struggling to keep their doors open because of COVID, and they thank you for helping them save their business and their livelihood, that's something you can feel really good about. Okay, so a little bit more about the ERTC. You can go look it up on ERTCmoneyforyou.com, but it was originally created so that business owners could keep employees on the payroll as they navigate the effects of COVID. The money is paid out directly from the IRS and never has to be repaid. And business owners can receive anywhere from $5,000 to $26,000 per W-2 employee. You may be thinking, well, wouldn't CPAs already have filed for this for business owners? And the answer is that usually no. It is complex, and a lot of CPAs just don't have the time or resources to do this for their clients, especially not within 15 minutes like this specific company does. They specialize in this. It's all they do. The other thing is CPAs usually don't charge per hour for their time, and this takes a lot of time and effort. So for a lot of CPAs, it just isn't worth it. But that's all this firm does. And their fee is 100% contingent on the business business owner's refund. So if the business owner doesn't receive any money, if they don't qualify, then they don't have to pay any fee. Okay, so how do you come into this? How does this work? You sign up for the system, you watch the training videos, which take a few hours because I literally basically just told you how to do it already. You purchase a domain name, usually about $10 on GoDaddy or Namecheap. You give Brian's team your domain name that you picked and they create a website for you. They do everything and the website has a questionnaire on it. Brian's team sends you hundreds of leads or business owners every single day. You email those business owners or call them. I immediately called every single business owner that I knew and told them about it because I just wanted to help them. They fill out the questionnaire that's on your website and the tax team takes care of the rest. And then if they qualify for money back, you receive a percentage of that. So for example, if a restaurant that had to shut down during COVID had 40 people on the payroll and they received the maximum amount, so $26,000 per employee. $26,000 times 40 employees is $1,040,000. And in the private Facebook group, I've already seen people do deals for more than that. So then the tax firm that did all the work receives a percentage as the fee, usually about 30%, which would be $312,000. And then they take 25% of that and give that to you. That's your fee. 25% of $312,000 is $78,000 that goes into your pocket for simply bringing these people together. Okay, so what's included? Once you sign up, you immediately receive 5 training videos. Brian's team immediately builds you a professional website to send business owners to fill out the questionnaire on. All you have to do is pick that domain name. You receive hundreds of leads every day from Brian's team. There are live calls every week with Brian and his team in case you have questions. There's a private Facebook group that you get access to where you can also ask questions and see all the deals that other people are doing. And then you get access to Brian's support team, which emails you back always within 24 hours. Okay, so even though you can already see what all the pros are, I'm gonna go through the pros real quick. It's the easiest business you could literally ever hope to start. You are helping business owners in need. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to set up a website or be tech savvy at all. There is no limit to how much money you can make. You could earn up to $100,000 per deal and you could do 10 deals per month. The more money the business owner gets, the more money you get. It's a win-win for everyone. Okay, so are there any cons? There is one. This is because of COVID. So this is not gonna be around forever. It's gonna go away likely sometime in the year 2024. So you got to get moving. Okay, so testimonials and other reviews. Testimonials, there are literally hundreds and hundreds of students who have already received commissions in the Facebook group, everywhere. And 75% of members received a deal within the first 30 days. Okay, so how much does it cost to become a member of this program? It's $9.97, and I have no problem telling you that right up front because it is completely worth it and so incredibly easy to make your money back. However, with Brian's programs, there is always a 30-day money back guarantee. Okay, so my final verdict, you already know, I highly recommend this system. I purchased it myself. I already have 5 deals going and I just bought it 2 weeks ago. When I came across it, I thought it was too good to be true. There had to be a catch or it has to be a scam because when you're searching for how to make money online, you're always hoping for that one opportunity that you're gonna find before everybody else that's gonna make you a ton of money and be super easy. And then after a while, you just kind of realize that that just isn't real. That doesn't really happen. You kind of realize you're either gonna have to work really hard for a while or be a really good salesman. And then I found this. The only catch is that it's not gonna be around forever. So get on it. I mean, make it happen. It would have been better if you started yesterday, but start today, it'll be better than tomorrow. Again, as I said, there's no webinar. I'm not gonna send you to a webinar for this because I've already explained how it works. And if you're like me and you're on my channel, you're probably tired of watching webinars and you really don't need one for this. So if you're interested in it, it's gonna be linked in my description below. There's an option for a one-time payment or a 3-payment plan. And I will also link it right up here, right above somewhere. And I hope you enjoyed this review with Get Free with Annie. And I hope that you choose today to go out and get free.